was home to legends like Bolino and Staubach, the United States Naval Academy, Indianapolis, and home to the Midshipmen of Navy. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the AAC. As we'll see, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane taking on the Navy Midshipmen. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Tulsa will kick off and we'll get this game started. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Mids offense will get the first crack at it here. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force feed this guy the football, David.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
At the 35, he's open. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Brigade's celebrating another first down, and that's really the way Navy's always done it. You can even think back to the great Napoleon McCallum, who ran through defenses at will.
Simple, but so disciplined, right? Like running the option year after year, you got to have discipline. Not surprising, Navy is always good at it because so many young men with such discipline, they can run a system and really just continue to move the ball down the field.
Thank you, Justin. Welcome in here, man. Justin, how you doing, man?
Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
He wants to throw here on second down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete.
Hey, man, I'm feeling you. Right now I'm just trying to get bowl eligible here. We're having a slightly disappointing season. We are the back-to-back AAC champs. Last year we made a nice run in the playoffs, got to the semis. Not as good. It should have came up there. Right at the moment, I can't look at it, but yeah, it in theory works.
On the gun, the running back has it. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages.
Hey, man, appreciate it.
Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. Wide receiver shows motion. On the option. Hard running there. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the
Man, I know. I've watched both of them. Go to the Brahmas game when they come back to town. Yeah. Thank you, bud. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna go watch the Brahmas game. They should have beaten Arlington by more than a point. They had opportunities. Dropped the touchdown in the end zone. I mean, fumbled it, stuff like that. So. I think they got potential. There we go. Navy gets in this early score here.
touchdown, Navy!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job job of that on this opening drive.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Tulsa's offense will take the field for the first time. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind being handed the football, Jesse?
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spread and tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go back to toting the rock. Old school. Two of the best.
Oh, look out. There he goes.
Yeah. Well, shoot, even with that, I mean, Birmingham had opportunities to beat DC at DC. And it was a disappointing week.
How special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Tulsa.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Navy will go back on the attack. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Give to the back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just chews up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give from the gun. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Man, that D-tackle's a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete to the right. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed at linebacker. He can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Impressive.
He's off to the right. Got enough space. Touchdown, midshipman. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Motion from the offense. They'll run it from the gun. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Line is set on 3rd down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. And here comes the Navy offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Running back searching for a hole. Follows a good block there, picks up 3s out to the 9.
Yeah, the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He looks that one in nicely. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll keep it himself. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
This quarterback is so dangerous, and it looked like the defense had him corralled. It looked like they were ready for him to keep the football, but that quarterback is just too good. He's like a water bug. So good, short area quickness, able to make guys miss and go get the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the 1st. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Thrust that arm out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He's now up to 66 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Rides to the back. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Navy! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense. Being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Maurice. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Tulsa wasting no time. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, how about that play? Curl route. And the receiver, as soon as he turned around against zone coverage, the ball was right on him, so he was able to catch it and go get the first.
They're going back to the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. He lobs one high down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge game in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's caught downfield. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together an 81-yard drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
Hey, Mike. How you doing, man? Thank you, Mike. Love it. I wouldn't let me pitch it.
It's 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete on the right side. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Defense is about figuring out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across.
Get an Xbox and join me so that I'm the worst guy in the league instead of being near the bottom. I don't know. I mean, I'm doing service academies, and for the most part, doing a service academy weight restrictions and height restrictions. Ah, dang it. Yeah, that interception, I had a guy open and I threw it the wrong button.
Football game, you trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And Navy will go back on the attack. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your play.
What state would you be in, though? Wyoming?
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to make magic on the scramble. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense. Get him to the ground for no gain.
Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, but Louisiana gives you like Texas and Mississippi and Arkansas. It's kind of an easy way to go.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Navy will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Hauls it in at the 25. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive line.
All right, going halftime tied because we threw that freaking pick. That was killer. Tulsa will get the ball, start the second half here. We win, we go to the ball game and have an outsider's chance at the conference championship game. Lose, and we wait for another week. Trying to get bowl eligible with 2 games to go.
Tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They get him down after he makes the catch.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Zings it complete to the right. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Defense has to do a better job affecting the quarterback, guys, on money downs. 3rd down, you've got to be able to affect him, and the pass pro that time was just way too good.
They go to the ground. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Using the quick game.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 9th play of the drive coming up, and this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They're bringing heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And here comes the Navy offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Finds a tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. The give to the tailback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
They think they can impose their will here with the run.
It's the running back.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Navy will have to punt it away. He shanked it. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The give to the back. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. Lining up for the PAT.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
That makes the score. Tulsa, 28.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 17, set to kick this one away.
Fair catch called for and made. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Trying the left side. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
3rd down play from the gun. Coming after it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Finds his man enough for the 1st. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Looking to move it through the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
They want to just keep throwing it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
From the gun, running back on the move. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
On the option. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They'll run the screen. On the move at the 30. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab. It's Barnes. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. To the ground with the back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Leaves it with the running back. Got room at the 35. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and getting him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too? As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. He makes the connection. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Finds his man. It's Valdez. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and makes it. And Navy will go back on the attack. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Fast motion from the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. They're trying to get to him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Feeling some heat. It's caught. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Pulls it in on the right. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
That's how you have a short memory. That's how you forget about the big play that just happened, and you line up in your stance and you respond. Great job by the defense, lining up, getting after the quarterback, even after they made a big play.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Got it in the middle, it's Barnes. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's got it, and they convert. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Snags it over the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call, really nice execution.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. trying to get to him. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to pass it on second down. Got it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all this.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, midshipman.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Off the play fake. Takes a shot. Hauls it in. The expressway is wide open. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Give to the running back. Makes a man miss. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He's loose. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Navy offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got it set up on the outside. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores. Got to push the ball down the field. Take more chances.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. The aerial assault continues. Looking to scramble. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
A lot of things had to happen for this offense to get back in the game, but how about the defense? The defense said, no, sir. We're going to end this one right now. Makes the big play, gets the safety. Not only do they score points, they get the football back, and the clock is on their side. The defense just ended this football game.
And the Tulsa
A first down for the offense.
First and 10.
Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
Number 11 in punt formation to kick it away.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Hauls it in, looking for space. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They get to him as he throws. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Taking it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tulsa! I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here we go, final play of the game right here. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right?